Welcome to Ask Lee Anything, where a group of agents ask anything that they like. If you like what you see, subscribe, share, and comment below. Let's get into this. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
What I'm going to ask you to do, and I want you to do it as soon as possible.
Yes.
I mean, not right this second, but as soon as possible. Go on my YouTube.
Yes.
Go to my last video that I posted and watch that video. Okay? Because I start the video with a question. What is the cost of taking a listing? There are two types of expenses when we take a listing. One is called tangible, and the other is intangible. Tangible, we can touch, we can feel, it's there. Intangible is not so easy to measure. So, you're about to answer. So, what are some tangible expenses? So we got photos, yep.
That's basically it.
Oh, really? Let's keep going. Yeah, sure, marketing.
Oh, no, yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah, gas. Okay. Is there valet?
no.
But could there be valet? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so staging could be, absolutely. I mean, that. Okay, what else? What are you worth per
I don't
hour?
have a number.
I know. That's why we're having this conversation. I mean, are you worth $10 an hour? Are you worth $25 an hour? Are you worth $500 an hour? I don't know what you're worth.
Right.
And the better question is you should know what you're worth because you put the listing in the MLS. How long does it take you?
30 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're worth $100 an hour, $300 an hour, that's a tangible expense. Now, if you run a real estate business where you have employees, you have labor. Holy mackerel. So what I hear you saying is we also have to have a lockbox. Signs. This is a condo, but yes, we absolutely would want signs. See why I'm slowing down here for a second? Wait, you put it in the MLS, but like you had conversations with him. I mean, that's, again, if you know your worth as a professional real estate agent, like an attorney knows their worth, we automatically can start to behave differently. But now let's talk about the intangible costs of taking this listing and it not selling. Go ahead. Well, absolutely. But what about the time? Yeah. How about the energy? Because now you got to field all the calls, which is time. Right? You got to field all these calls. And what's the commission, and will the seller accept a lower price, or why did you put fake pictures in the MLS? All that energy. Yeah. How about open houses? Time. How about communication? Because if you aren't communicating with your sellers now, every single week, start. Every week. Communicate with your sellers with good news, no news, bad news, every single week, communicating with them, working on getting price adjustments. Yeah, I mean, look, the truth is, agents, real estate agents, with their egos aligned, thought that they were the reason that the market was doing this. And the truth is, we can't take the credit for an appreciating market. And at the same time, we cannot take the blame when a market starts to depreciate. We just can't. We can't get the stress. But that is absolutely an intangible cost, along with all the time that we have to communicate with the sellers, along with holding the house open, holding the house open, holding the house open, wasted energy. And the list can go on and on. But if we knew this, Liz, would we have just had a random conversation with someone? Or would we have a system in how we take listings? And that's the takeaway. Systems for everything. We do the same thing every time for everybody. I cannot take your listing until I see the property. Why would I list a property if I knew that it cost me $1,000 to take a listing? Why would I cut corners if I, as a business owner, not a real estate agent, a businesswoman, a businessman, why would I take a listing if I knew it cost me $1,000 and cut corners because of the way the question was answered when I asked it? That's it. Oh, just photos, marketing, that's it. It's because no one's slowed down enough to do an exercise like this, which when you're able to slow down enough and have a conversation like this, now you're having a different conversation. I'm not here to list your home. Why would I list your home? It cost me $1,000. I'm going to sell your home so that you can use the proceeds to go do whatever your goal is. Changes the conversation immediately. I'm not here to list your property. Costs me money. I'm here because you have a goal, and the only way you're going to get to that goal is through my systems. It's a different conversation. And that's why I didn't answer the question in 2 seconds. Because this right here is one of the most powerful lessons every agent is going to learn as they get out of the business. Because here's the crazy stat. Everyone in here knows this except for the two of you guys. In Miami or South Florida, Broward, Dade, 75% of all condos listed on the multiple listing service right now in South Florida do not sell. They expire. Which means 75% of every real estate agent that lists a property in South Florida has expenses, emotional and physical, and only 25% actually get paid. I know it is. It's a stat. We track them, and we provide them for our agents. Crazy? 50% of all single-family homes are expiring right now. Yeah. And on tomorrow in Fort Lauderdale, we have the market statistics or the market update presentation in Fort Lauderdale. Other than this, I don't know a more valuable opportunity for you to grow and expand your ability to take market share. So after you set an appointment, the next step is to pre-qualify the appointment.
Oh, yeah, no.
Well, no, I get it. I'm not saying that you didn't know that. I'm saying that you didn't know that. Because that's the next step. When you set an appointment, the next step is to qualify the appointment. How do we qualify the appointment? How many questions? But here's the thing, and I'm not grilling you. I'm sharing the intensity at which you have to understand the listing process. And it's 13 questions. It's 13 questions. Now, which question is arguably the most important one? I'm doing this because this should be internalized. Like, if there's something to study, it's dialogue so that you're comfortable in this type of conversation. I mean, we're talking about $1,000. So you were going to say? That's a great question. One of the most important, and yet, yes, you have to ask that every single time, no doubt. But of the prequel, which one? And prequel came up on here. Which is motivation, and yet all of these are important. Every question in the prequel is important. The most important for me is, will you please briefly describe your home to me? So why is it the most important question? You learn their personality style. Based on that question and how they answer it, you can understand who it is that you're presenting to, that you're getting into a contract with, so that you can communicate the way they want to be communicated with and protect your business. When he said, will you please briefly describe your...
He said that he recently updated.
Keep going.
That it looks great.
Awesome. So what would be a follow-up question now? When did you do the renovations? What type of renovations did you do? What was the investment like? How did you find your GC? How many projects have you done renovations with the general contractor? What was it like going through the association?